Hi, hello, welcome back to Sri's channel. In today's class, let us learn the poem Somebody's Mother, Class 8, CBSE poorvi textbook. Now, the woman was old and ragged and grey and bent with the chill of the winter's day. These lines tells us that the poet describes an elderly woman who is poorly dressed with grey hair and bent over because of her age and the cold winter weather. The street was wet with the recent snow and the woman's feet were aged and slow. These particular lines mean that snow has just fallen, making the street wet and slippery. The woman walks slowly because she is old and her feet are weak. She stood at the crossing and waiting long, alone, uncared for amid the throng. Which means she stands for a long time at the road crossing, waiting to cross. She is alone with no one caring for her, surrounded by a crowd of people, of human beings who passed by her, nor heeded the glance of her anxious eyes. People keep passing by without noticing her or caring about the worried look in her eyes. Heeded means paying attention. Glance, quick look. Anxious, worried. Down the street with laughter and shout, glad in the freedom of school let out. Further down the street, children are happily shouting and laughing because the school has just finished for that day. Came the boys like a flock of sheep, hailing the snow piled white and deep. Group of boys came running together like a flock of sheep, excitedly greeting and playing in the snow which was piled high and white all around. Past the woman, so old and grey, hastened the children on their way. Hastened means moved quickly. Passing the old and grey woman, children moved quickly on their way to their journey, nor offered a helping hand to her, so meek, so timid, afraid to stir. None of the children offered help to her. She is very gentle, feeling shy and scared to move. Here, meek means gentle, timid is feeling shy or no courage, stir is move. Lest the carriage wheels or the horse's feet should crowd her down in the slippery street. She is afraid to cross because she might be knocked down by the carriage wheels or trampled by horses in the slippery street. At last came one of the merry troop, the gayest laddie of all the group. Finally, one cheerful boy from the happy group comes forward. He is the happiest and most lively of all them. Gayest means happiest. He paused beside her and whispered low, "I'll help you cross if you wish to go." The boy stops next to the old woman and softly offers to help her cross the road if she wants to go. Her aged hand on his strong young arm she placed, and so, without hurt or harm, the old woman placed her wrinkled, aged arm on the boy's strong young arm. With his help, she could cross safely without getting hurt. He guided the trembling feet along, proud that his own were firm and strong. The boy carefully guided the old woman's unsteady feet, feeling proud that he was young, strong, and able to help. Then back again to his friends he went, his young heart happy and well content. Content means satisfied. After helping her, the boy went back to join his friends, feeling happy and satisfied because he had done a good deed. She's somebody's mother, boys, for all she's aged and poor and slow. The boy reminds his friends that the woman, though old, poor, and slow, she is still someone's beloved mother. And I hope some fellow will lend a hand to help my mother, you understand. He expresses the hope that if his own mother were in such a situation, someone would help her too. If ever she's poor and old and grey, when her own dear boy is far away. The boy imagines his mother being old and in need when he is not there to help her. And somebody's mother bowed low her head in her home that night, and the prayer she said. At night, the old woman prayed for the boy, bowing her head in gratitude. Was God, be kind to the noble boy who is somebody's son, and pride and joy. She prayed that the God bless the noble hearted boy who must be the pride and joy of his own mother. The explanation is followed by question and answers. What might be the old woman's fears as she waited for a long time at the crossing? She was afraid of falling on the road or being hit by the carriages and horses. How does the poet show the helplessness of the old woman? Support your answer with the evidence from the poem. The poet shows she is helpless by saying she is shy, afraid to move, and stands alone with no one to help her. Why does the boy decide to help the old woman? What does this tell us about him? The boy helps her because he is kind and caring. This shows he cares about others' needs and wants to help. How was the boy's approach towards the old woman different from that of the other boys in the group? The other boys ignored her, but he saw she was struggling and decided to help her. Justify the appropriateness of the title of the poem. The title is right because it reminds us that an old woman can be somebody's mother and should be treated with respect and care. What does the poem suggest about the role of empathy and humanity in the society? The poem shows that even small acts of kindness bring out the best in the people and leave a lasting effect. Thank you. If you like my channel, please like it, share it, and subscribe. See you next class with another lesson. Thank you.